guys, it's Hebiki again, Tech PB, PB Nation, M. Carter Brown. I'm going to do a quick review of the Sly mask today and how I have my ContourHD camera mounted on it. So if you guys own a Sly Profit, you know that the inside has this clip system. Pop this off. There's actually a lock on there that you turn to lock it in place. I leave it unlocked. So you pop that off, and your lens comes off. There's your lens, there's your mask. Let's set that aside real quick. What I did was, on the ContourHD camera, which I use for all my videos, it comes with two different sets of mounts. You have a flat surface mount, looks like this. I kind of hacked at mine, so it gives me a little bit of access for the mounting bracket. Once you pop this in there, it's almost impossible to take out. So that's why I hacked off a piece there with a Dremel, so I can get a screwdriver and pop it off there. This mounting bracket goes on the side of the camera here. So it slides on, locks into place. So most people have been taking this and using epoxy on there. That didn't work too well for me. Always popped off. Then I tried using the goggle strap, which, you know, as the name says, goggle strap. Put the strap through there, if I can get it in there. Sits on there, and then the mounting bracket sandwiches it in place. Problem with that is Sly is Profit's a dual mask, dual strap mask. So depending on the angle of this strap, or whatever strap you put it on, you always get a different viewing angle for the movies you're taking. So I decided to do something a little bit different. Took the strap, so you can see this is a little rough. Sanded it, tried to put epoxy on there, it didn't work. I drilled two holes in there. One right there, which ends up being the center, I don't know if you can see that, center of the arrow, and then the other one is just so it doesn't rotate. You line up the holes there, be perfect. And what I did was, I took two 3 by 8 millimeter hex head screws, the accompanying nuts for it. I just got two. These are spare parts from my old hobby, and these are flathead washers so that your screw mounts on there flat. You can get these at any RC hobby stores. speedtechrc.com. If you guys need specific part numbers or whatnot, PM me on PB Nation or Tech PB, or email me and I'll get you those part numbers. So what I did was basically take this, drill a hole, get a drill bit, preferably not something that big, but in my little handy drill bit kit here, it's 3/32. This is the drill bit I used. You can see that on there. Just big enough so that the screw can go in there. So now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this, right? Remember, center of the arrow, and on the back side, let me explain why I'm able to do this with the Profits. Let's put the mask back together. Once you slide this in there, you put this in. Oops, wrong way. There's actually space between the lens and the actual strap. So if you take this off, pop the lens off, and you just put this back in. there's space there because the lens is going to hit right here. There's lens there. The lens and the spacing there allows you to have the screws on there. So here's what you do. Grab the washer and the screw, push it in through like that. Take this guy and just push it through there. Now this is going to kind of pop. This is the key, is you do the center one first. Put the nut on there. Make sure you put it on the right way. Don't cross thread it. Hand tighten it so it still spins. What you want to do is get an Allen wrench. You can just actually use your thumb to hold the nut down. What you want to do is get a pair of pliers. Hold that down. Tighten it snug, but not too snug. So notice it still pivots. Now here's the key. Put this on here. The mask actually helps you align it. So install it back on there. It still pivots, right? Put this back on there. You hear it snap into place. Now here's what you do. Make sure the top of the mount is parallel to this top line. So then when you wear your mask, it'll always be a straight line. What I did was I took a pencil, drew a light line on there so you can see it, and then take off the lens, hold these two together and drill straight through. Drill there and then drill straight through, and now this is always going to be straight. That's how I get consistent viewing angles when I'm filming. So I did that already. Pop this off. So that's the hardest part of this. Notice the holes there line up. Now all I have to do is go to the other side. So go to the other side, push it through the hole there. You want to make sure when you're threading it through, that hole is snug, not too small, otherwise you'll crack the mount. Once the screw starts to go in a little bit, put your other nut on there. Thread it a couple times. And tighten this. Tighten it till it starts to spin, and then put your thumb on the other one, tighten that one. That's not going to move. Now, it also kind of angles it in a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. So instead of perfectly straight, it angles in a little bit. So now, let's put our mask back together. Put this side in. Get our retaining clip. Again, turn that to lock it, but you don't really need to lock it. So now, put this guy on here. Make sure it snaps into place.